So the year 2024 has come and gone, and let me tell you it had a lot to say in 12 months. Good kind of God, tell me what didn't happen. COVID got a new variant named XEC and caused just a significant amount of sickness. The Grim Reaper himself taking out more celebrities and important figures than ever. I thought last year was like highway robbery, this year was like out robbing that very robbery. The movie industry kicking themselves in the balls then doing a whole 180. Sony pulling a page from Panasonic's book in this economy. And somehow I went from stir-fry noodles in a cup, to Hot Pockets. What the fuck? You know that tug-o-war minigame from Mario Party? That's the best way I can describe the year. It's all going back and forth back and forth back and forth and back and
Hey!
Oh, sorry about that, where were we? Of course, video games this year that were amazing and amazingly bad. It's the top 5 and drop 5 list. Just like last time, let's ease it in with the honorable mentions first. That last one still hits me. But you know what hits about as bad as urine to the eyeballs? The dishonorable mentions. Now that we got that out of the way, let's begin. Yeah, I know. Tekken 8 started wave dashing out the gate strong, but then the oopsies followed. From Reina getting leaked, to Heihachi coming back, to stages locked by a paywall, not to mention how greedy Namco became at the middle of the year. It makes you wonder why it's at number 5. Simple, I still enjoy the game at its core, and that's a devotion. But seriously Namco, you really need to stop this current path you're in. I'm baffled on how Silent Hill is still going. This year proved to be no different with a remake of Silent Hill 2, which is a decent remake that serves its value so it gets spared. What doesn't get spared is the now forgotten Silent Hill The Short Message. And boy do they mean short. Short playtime by 2 hours, shortcomings for Silent Hill's longevity, short efforts for anything exciting. This game is as fearing as a dropped cheesecake on your kitchen floor. Honestly, I thought a lot for which game deserves the number 4 spot. In the end, I narrowed it down to 3 choices. SVC Chaos, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Anton Blast. Giving it to SVC would have been too easy since it's a re-release with modern features. Zelda wouldn't work either, because as creative as it is, I wasn't coming back to it like Tears of the Kingdom. So, Anton Blast is the clear pick. They looked at Pizza Tower inspired by Wario Land 4, and said how about we go all 3 and hold nothing back. It's beautiful to see such resurgence of Wario Land type gameplay if the Big N won't do it themselves. God DC, you made it so aggravating to admire your work this year. It's one thing that a sequel to Joker was a bomb on purpose, to now Harley Quinn getting the latest fart comic, and how could one forget Rocksteady for being roped in with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Gameplay is an absolute slog of a shooter, but to go out of your way of forcefully making the heroes bad for the sake of being bad, slaps you on the 4th worst spot hands down. Now we go from DC flopping to Sega hopping back on the board. I was a little skeptical on the Year of Shadow when it was announced, but slap me silly and call me Pancake Andersson because one of the best nostalgia pandering of Sonic came back with Shadow getting his own slice. This is Shadow's best iteration in use after his not-so-good solo back in 2005, and it made sure to deliver whenever I look at footage of the game. The rewriting felt a little padded, but I enjoyed Sonic X Shadow Generations, so take that, you sandwich heads. How Ubisoft. How? You took what should have been a piece of cake material, and turned it into a disappointment. In fact, I'm going to talk like a pirate because I don't want to look at this game anymore. Ye best walk the plank and swim with the fish's skull and bones, dealing with the scurvy is more challenging than you. Poker is not my strong suit, and I am no gambler. Yet this game makes that concept so ingeniously creative and an impressive presentation. And the fact it's a roguelike via cards. You heard me, a roguelike. Via poker cards. This is why gaming is an intuitive art form when done right. You knew this was coming, I knew this was coming, we all knew this was coming. All the signs of a failure were on this game. Bad marketing, generic characters, Sony spending billions with how many years was worked on, and the universe agreed that this game is terrible. Except one thing, Concord earns the second worst spot because they ended their servers on my birthday. That's poetry. And here we are, what I consider to be the best game of 2024. Or so I thought. Because it was actually two games I kept coming back the whole year. Despite them being both a remake and a collection, they're two of the most pivotal that were needed after so long. Either Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door or Marvel vs. Capcom for my number one, so it came to me with only one solution. Both of them, like a hybrid of beautiful technicalities. For the love of God, Square Enix, your desperation knows no bounds. You get called out for ripping off Splatoon, but the fact you double down and embrace it is embarrassing. Look at the screenshot here, that's proof enough that you keep Nintendo close but are unwilling to negotiate without slapping them in the face. Way to go, Foam Stars, you're the worst game of 2024. But you did do one good thing for me. Making me shower ironically. See ya in 2025.